ideally, they can get this double defusal timing. We can see it on Gunner as well, and they can kind of snowball the game. I feel like both teams, Nouns a little bit less so. It's comfort, obviously, as you can see with the Grandmaster tiers, but I feel like IG's was literally the heroes that they've just wanted to play. This is their comfort, right? So, picking that last pick, Fly, he's had the most success on the Medusa, but Boca too. The 2 wins that he has, they're on the Nyx Assassin, so this should culminate to a pretty fun game. And the other thing I do have to mention is some potential of Storm Shard with Meepo sounds kind of hype. I don't know, maybe I'm overhyping the Shard in a lot of situations, but it does an absurd amount of damage, so I'm looking forward to see what we do get out of it. And obviously, IG looking for the smoke level 1 fight. This has been devastating for a lot of teams. They want to avoid it. Don't want to give up those soul assumption kills and just have him steamroll over the game. I've seen too many games. These Visages just get like a 5-minute drums.
And Nouns, I'm prepared for those sort of plays this time round.
And it's like IG, they're looking for the fight because they go top where it's like the tree cutting shenanigans versus the tree, so they were hoping to run into somebody, but yeah, Nouns completely dodging. And let's see if Fly's able to do it on this Dusa, because yeah, it's been kind of his best hero overall. It's a hero that's massively on the rise all over the place in carry and I guess in support for some players, but see if he can withstand the pressure that there's going to be in this game. And let's see if Yuma even goes to Fusel is the other question. I'm just curious what the build is going to be on the Meepo. He's queuing up just the standard right now. Tried Dragonlast Ags, so maybe it'll come later on. But it feels like, you know, Disperser and Diffusals are going to be very good versus that Medusa.
Yeah, I guess it's better to get the treads and so that just general stats into Ags build when you're in the safe lane if you want to hit creeps.
And then he'll get it later on. So body blocking the wave bottom, so the creeps are under the tower. Fly, will he get all the last hits? He's missed 1. He'll get 3 though, so nicely done. Mid lane, I think we're just seeing this all the time. Their Spirit's gonna struggle quite a bit here versus the Storm, but there's definitely some potential outplay, maybe some kick under tower or something, but yeah, quite difficult for it to see him beat the Storm in lane at least. And this is a time also where Boca in particular, this is a Nyx Assassin lane where you can actually play the lane. Instead of just playing for creep cutting, using the Mind Flare, you have Soul Assumption. Could die, especially if he gets trapped in the creeps like that.
Yeah, he took a lot of hits there, Boca.
Fly though.
And Fly's gonna live, and Boca, he'll get out.
That was weird. That was a little awkward. If Fly actually got the turn for the Blood Grenade, maybe can get the kill, but how much regen do they have up here? I like the teams our players are doing this more versus Visage too, is starting with the salve or bringing one very early, because you're gonna have to use it on these carries. And Trio overall versus Visage is one of the better answers. Can absorb a lot of the damage, has the Leech Seed bottom. He's got double mango. Should be okay. But they're applying good pressure to Fly already.
Yeah, definitely a lane where Nouns could push for a kill.
Fly has to be careful. I mean, he's got that mango stick, but they could just snipe him. It's a ton of bursts as we've seen from these snap lanes.
Living on the edge here. I'll put the Fly. Mid lane matchup. Copy 14 for 2 against the 10 and 1. A little bit of a lead here for the Storm.
Oh, he did get both runes, huh? Nice. Onto Emo there, so pretty important that he's able to prevent that refill from Copy. They can help, I would say, a little bit more to the mid lane on the side of IG with the 2 supports, the Enchantress plus the Nyx, a little more natural. The Snap can help rotate, but Tree rotating to these runes early on is a little bit weird. You want to just play in the lane. And so far that lane, Yuma, is a lane where Visage, you know, we always talk about it, Visage wants to thrive on getting multiple kills early on. It's 3 minutes, no kill yet.
Yuma just messing around with Boca, not able to stop him grabbing a Lotus though.
Loses his courier though, got distracted. So free farm for Meepo in a game that does look on paper good for Meepo, just depending on how strong the hero. But if Yuma asks for it, I have to see the potential for it this game. Already level 3, he's got the double. Emo.
Oh, yeah, Copy keeps sort of getting Emo in this position where He's getting very low in the mid. So far, it's a close start. Kind of the biggest difference being that between the safe laners, how much they're getting, and not having as easy of a lane down here, FlyFly and the Medusa compared to Yuma top.
I have worries for FlyFly early in this game. The early is looking a bit difficult, the pressure that's coming out from these two. I'm just looking at there's pretty much any moment he could just get sniped. He has to be very careful. Not seeing Ollie have any mangoes either. Ollie's got regen for himself, but maybe I want to see him bring one too to be able to pass over to the Medusa. We shall see. Raindrop is coming for FlyFly. That will help quite a bit versus the Snap Burst. Yeah, but definitely scary. Seeing only that 40 mana on her.
In terms of, I mean, you said obviously it's not too easy for the tree to come to the mid, but you think the tree could come from the Twin Gate?
Yes, absolutely. Tree's one of the better ones at doing that, so could absolutely see if the lane gets put in a good position for them to do it, that we could see that happen. And yeah, with FlyFly being this low on the mana, could definitely see the potential of it. Looks like Zeal is ready to go back in. There's some clever stuff that you can do as well, like with Meepo versus Visage, when you have your double, right? You can just send one back, bring the other. They're actually going to go aggro instantly onto Zeal. He's in trouble.
Well, Yuma is able to surround and block him off. First blood for the Meepo. They strike as soon as he gets the second Meepo out, Yuma.
They strike as soon as the unpause happens, too. Love to see it. This is cool. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of potential in this Meepo in this game. There's so many little things he can do. He's got the boots already to run down the Visage. But Boca now is going to start, I mean, maybe getting some stacks going and farming with Mind Flare, but and this is not ideal positions for a Visage.
Yeah, very, very difficult for them to find a kill opportunity now. Highly likely that Nouns will turn.
Right? Like the 2 points in Leech Seed, it's a lot of heal, and Yuma can just, yeah, he can just send one of these Meepos and then retreat one, bring it back. It has a lot of cool things.
And they've got to be careful. Once Nouns hit the level 4, they'll definitely look to fight back and go for a kill against Baboka and Zeal.
Even still at this point, right? If like they step up too far, they're trying to contest all this CS,
yeah.
But they gotta be careful.
And they can trade back pretty safely here, Nouns.
Playing Nyx versus Tree is sad. Heavy right clicks. And Emo is really struggling in that mid lane. I mean, but to be expected. So we'll see if he can make recovery with some of these rotations.
Ollie.
It's an early move.
He's been found in the tree.
This is here.
I'll throw down the blood grenade. Ollie is going to be going down for sure, and the rest of IG have to pull away from trying to make that play happen.
That is a weird move. Well, it's incredibly prepared. Gunnar now put in a 1v1 versus the Medusa where he's already having a good time. This is a fantastic start for Nouns. And Yuma potentially looking for Zeal. Won't catch the net, though. Power Rune. They're going to bring both of the supports, so they're actually bringing Fly. They've already secured the lane top for Yuma, so he can make these moves. This is devastating for a Visage.
Yeah, just not getting any of that positive early game action.
Wellis. But Boca doing the damage. Emo.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
I'll give him a bit of cash. Magnetize.
Instant TP.
Fly just TPs away from it.
Ruh-roh. Well, that's 100 seconds that you probably can't make a rotation to the side lanes now on this Earth Spirit.
And that's something you would have wanted to rely on to find something after, of course, having not an easy time in the mid matchup.
That's a phenomenal start. Yuma now can start doing Meepo things, get that acceleration of farm going with his poof. Gunnar having an excellent time too. Yeah, this is a recipe for success for the side of Nouns. Mid lane, Emo. Should be fine. Yuma was trying to choose some tricky stuff, send the Meepo in to steal the wisdom. They'll actually have to rotate multiple heroes to contest.
It's not easy for IG to make early game moves with what they're both the Earth Spirit for Emo and Zeal's Visage not having a hot start.
This is the slowest start I've seen for a Visage this tournament, I think. He only got the what? Yeah, that one kill, and it wasn't even like max soul assumption charges. So he only got, what, I think 70 bonus gold for the kill. If that. And they can look to apply good pressure here because they have these two very strong early game supports. You can see that on the side of IG, the two supports are just farming jungle. Using the Mind Flare, using the creep to farm it up for now. And they're going to take advantage of that.
And Fly, he's not going to get any assistance here at all. He's just dead under the tower.
This just does not look easy for a Medusa.
And in the mid,
and mid
Copy.
Also. That's a solo.
He got that solo against, in an area where there's like 3 heroes. Uh-oh, this is
rough.
All over the place here from IG in this first 8 minutes.
The Gunner is going to have an incredibly fast defusal versus this Dusa as well. Ollie. Should be fine. Can they turn this to get a kill at least on one of the supports? Emo's respawning soon. They should have Fly. And give it to Emo. Nice.
Takes a lot. Takes a lot, but they do get him.
At least something going their way. Because not a whole lot is, it feels like. I mean, look at bottom. Fly comes by, again. And Yuma is here already. He'll back up in time, but Copy is making the rotation. He needs help down here. Emo does have Magnetize. He's swinging over. So they'll push them off from that aggression. Yeah, 10 out of 10 start, right? This is just not getting too many kills. Meepo free farming. All 3 cores looking good. Levels on the supports are good as well. Zeal does have birds up, and I think he has the drums finished anyway. But yeah, no bonus gold yet for him. And if he shows...
Well, they know the area that he's in. Won't be able to get to him. On the other side of the map, they find Ollie, and they're able to burst through the heals now at this point.
Almost defusal done. Yeah, it's like 600, 700 gold away for Gunner. So Fly probably just has to jungle. Definitely scary for him to show up down bottom, even though they have that ward behind the tower to watch the rotation to the Twin Gate. They're looking to make a move top. They want to get Zeal some of these soul assumption kills.
Now this could be tough as well. You see, so Emo's going to try and go for the Urn build to get back into this game rather than the Blade Mail Rush. Just the catch
Zeal?
on the Copy. They get the follow-up stuns, but the Rolling Thunder and the Kisses are in. Zeal's gone.
Emo too, potentially in trouble.
And Gunner able to line up a potential second pickoff. A third one, in fact, sorry, on top of the Nyx Assassin going down as well to Yuma. I mean,
this is just beautiful. I mean, now just reading every move. Their draft is nice, and they're just dominating this early game. This Meepo pick is honestly perfect.
What do IG do? It looks like whatever plan they've had, they've completely lost it.
It's all completely crumbling. Now it's maybe just you have to hope and pray for the Medusa to somehow get online, but this is not a free Medusa game versus these counters. They will both go defusals at some point. And yeah, there's one online already now for the Pango. Need to get the level 6 onto Baboka to try to set up for some kills, but so far every move, yeah, like you said, it's not worked for them.
Super early item timings. Coming out on all 3 cores of Nouns. Just nothing at the moment that's really coming close.
They're pinging bottom. Gunner's probably telling his team, my defusal's coming on Courier. Yeah. If Fly stays in lane, he's going to die. They can bring a rotation. Even Yuma can go through Portal again.
I think Fly knows to be a bit more careful this time.
Will he anticipate that it's coming out this early? He'll see it now delivered. So I imagine he's not going to show in that lane again for some time. Getting some pressure on the top tower. Glyph is popped, though, to hold it off. Looks like they will be able to finish it off, though. So that's, I mean, one thing going their way. So far, Nouns though getting so much more out of the map. Fly has the 6 in mid, but Boca still not quite having Vendetta online. And not super easy for him to pair with many of the heroes with the disadvantage that they have right now. The damage is kind of lackluster on the side of IG early on with this, the way this has gone down. Like Meepo has, when he's on strength charge, is going to be sitting at what, 1600 plus HP? Not a target you can go for unless you bring like 4+ heroes, it feels like. Yeah, picture perfect early game for a Meepo. He's threatening him solo. They have to bring TPs.
Yeah, Gunner's going to have to start backing off. It's just looking to force out a reaction.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Can they look to take advantage of Rolling Thunder being on cooldown? Feels like they kind of have to. At least try to get some kills going their way. But Nouns, they're smoked up looking for another move. They have great pairings that they can go for kills, unlike the side of IG. Storm +1 can always set up a kill. Ollie, trying to protect Zeal.
Well, they know he's up here. Copy. He's going to get the angle for the opening. Ah, they'll drop the kisses.
He'll take the gank.
Yeah.
It's either him or Zeal dies, so it's much more valuable that Ollie at least does die for them.
Well, the farm just continues to pick up for all three of Nouns' cores.
Vessel for Emo is getting closer and closer. But is that really going to be the full answer versus this Meepo? I mean, maybe necessary because of how tanky he's going to be so early, but... And it's not really a great blade. It's not a great blade mill game by any means.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is this time. Yeah.
I'm just looking at all like the heroes they have. It doesn't really do anything to them. And yeah, Copy, I mean, queuing up the shard immediately afterwards as we expected, so it's going to be some powerful timings that they can rotate around. Gunner has the Rolling Thunder at the ready, too. Yeah, Fly, it's time to go start hitting some Ancients. Get those stacks going. His farm isn't horrible, but it's not great by any means either. Meepo just gets so much bigger, so much faster now that he's got the 3 Meepos online.
RG, I mean, do you look to try and go for a smoke up if you're IG?
I guess. I mean, wait for the Vessel and then make the smoke play. I think without Vessel, you don't have kill threat onto a lot of these heroes, so Emo will have it done. Big money.
Going to be a super fast Aghanims this game for Yuma.
And then how do they kill him? When he's got that online. Already it feels like he's very difficult to bring down when he's got the Mega. I don't know if they have the damage for him by any means. I mean, Vessel is going to help. It's going to be necessary, but needs to get a charge too. Baboka set up on bottom. This could be huge.
He has got eyes on him. Copy. They got the opening. And he's gone.
Nice play. And they get that's the Vessel charge, so maybe smoke right off of that and look for another potential kill. Copy slipping up.
A risky move to make. It's one of those moments that, you know, maybe just sort of forgot that there was the Nyx in the game.
Seemed like it, yeah. That's super deep. It's going to be a lot of farming, it feels like, for the side of IG. Just to try to recover the blunder a bit of that early game. And the question will be, is Medusa able to kind of solo carry this game versus this tri-core that Nouns has gone for?
That's going to be super hard.
Yeah,
just
it feels like
to
it.
be at the point where you're actually just doing enough damage to tackle these heroes, it's...
If it wasn't versus double defusal heroes, then I would see more potential for it, but that's my big worry. And Yuma now starting to get involved, starting to get this push going. They can force objectives a lot easier. They can force Roche, they can force these towers whenever Yuma wants to set up for them.
Just stopping any sort of pressure that RG is trying to put up with the split push. Yuma's always there.
Emo in an interesting position. Little TP top.
There's the smoke from the two of them.
They need Emo in the play to have kill potential. They'll see Gunner with this ward. This could catch him.
See how prepared Gunner is for this one. It's Baboka. Can he get the opening? I mean, it's another tier 2. It's not going to happen.
He might squash in for the wave. Is Baboka going to be ready with Carapace? He will be.
Okay. The counter play is there, and they punish him immediately.
Oh, they used Magnetize too, though. Okay, that was unnecessary, but at least they get the kill. Nice play from Baboka. Attempting to salvage.
And Fly is catching up in farm.
He is. And the standard build, right? That butterfly, it's going to be that big timing that IG wants to play around. If they can keep the pace of the game a bit slow. Feels for Nouns, though. I'd imagine they're going to look to accelerate things. There is a pipe now finished up on Zeal. This farm isn't bad either. Baboka.
Come forward. Cobble's going to get caught with the center. They've got the overgrowth catching onto the two of them. Kiss is coming in as well. But Boka's got Emo, tries to roll away, but Fly's able to block him off. As they get the both of them there, and maybe even more. They've got eyes on Zeal. Rolling forward here. Gunner ready to chase him down.
He can't get away.
As Nouns. I mean, when it comes to a team fight, of course, with the lead that they have, they are easily able to find these kills.
They can immediately go set up for the Roche, too. They can bring it down with ease with this Pango. I think that's the defusal as well, finished up now on the Meepo. I don't know, and I don't have... maybe I'm just doubting the Deuce a bit, but these timings are insane from Nouns. 13-4. IG's going to try to contest. Zeal respawning in 10.
This is going to be hard. I mean, they might be able to stop now.
The ults are on cooldown. Rolling Thunder cooldown, Kiss is cooldown, but the Roche is dropping too fast.
Baboka not able to get in time. He just has been secured by Copy. They'll burst Yuma pretty low, but now Yuma's into the Mega Meepo. He's safe. The Magnetize is out. Copy, he's going to bail out. Zip TP for him. Gunner, is there any way to play out of this? Probably not, as he doesn't have Rolling Thunder, so Gunner will fall. And they'll also lose Lelis, caught in the trees. So, IG able to get a couple of kills, but Nouns, they get the two main cores out, and of course they keep that Aegis safe. So they will be able to make a play with it once they have everybody back up.
It's good money, I think, but only one Soul Assumption kill, right? But either way.
And there it is. The Recovery Midas is online now for Emo.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You are serious?
You know,
my goodness.
I mean, he's like, Fly's going to carry this late, right, boys? We're going to hold this off.
I mean, I guess that's his theory, right? And, like, okay, playing for the super late game is what it feels like he's going to be going for. That is interesting. Yeah, definitely going to be the first one on this hero. He got Iron Talent, too. I mean, it's all about the farm to try to recover things, I guess.
As long as they don't lose yet, then they might win.
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's the plan. Just don't lose. See if they can do it. IG, keep the game alive.
I guess I can't blame Emo. With how bad that kind of early game went, he's just looking for any type of recovery outlet, so sure.
And maybe they do just feel that Nouns isn't actually that far ahead. You know,
I mean, they're not that, yeah.
You know what I mean? That Nouns, sure, they've got the Meepo in a good position, but again, Fly is farming insanely fast.
He is.
He's
and Butterfly
catching up to Yuma.
And Butterfly is quite good, because who's going to build anything to counter it? Probably nobody.
I want to
Do they have any buff ups for this Dusa? That's what I'm checking too. I saw the Enchantress is building for herself, so I wanted to see a Solar Crest at least built up to throw that onto Fly, but they all want to scale. They're just playing for super late game. Nice little plays there from Copy. Dodging tower hits to try to keep Catapult alive, but it will go down. 2.5 minutes on this Aegis. What can Nouns force? That's the Butterfly finished on Fly. Soon to surpass the Meepo.
It's definitely going to have to be these fights where Fly will be tested on if he's ready to sort of just hold back and fight back against Nouns' lineup. When Nouns comes in with these pushes, is Fly going to be ready?
They're going to smoke. They're going to look for a fight on that timing. But Boca has gone Blink Dagger. Not the usual build you see on a Nyx Assassin, but they're feeling like they need that secondary way to start a fight. They don't want Emo to just roll in and suicide. Since he went for Midas, he can be a bit fragile at this point. Yuma does get caught by a stun.
It does. And Baboka's got the follow-up. I mean, the jungle creeps have to set up. He's able to get the
Mega
Mega
Meepo.
Meepo off. And now the big zip across, strong copy. They'll look towards Baboka. Baboka will fall. The kiss
Yuma's
is coming
still
onto
low.
Fly. The Stone Gaze will hold back Gunner through the Rolling Thunder. But indeed, IG, they're chasing down the Mega Meepo, trying to kill Yuma off. But the cookie comes in from Lelis. Yuma will be able to
Fly's
get
in trouble.
safely enough away. And they turn, take out Fly, take out Zeal. It's a triple kill for Copy.
Yuma dies.
I mean, yeah, Yuma had to go in and finish off the job. See if he can escape this though. Copy's still got plenty of mana to play with. Anything to cancel the TP yet. Vortex is up. They try. They do indeed. They killed the Meepo,
But it
they
costs
lose
so
4
much.
heroes.
Look how much damage he tanked. I actually don't even know what 10,000 damage. It felt like everything was used on this Meepo, but he survived through almost all of it. Yeah, he literally had to suicide on Emo to be able to get that kill. Look at that. Yeah, I'm wondering how much damage he actually took just himself. It's probably pretty crazy how high up it is. Absorbing absolutely everything. And that's the nice thing about this lineup that they do have on Nouns. It's not the Meepo who's doing all the damage. Let's see it again.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward start to the fight. That's it, just able to live that long.
Did they get the silence off late or something like that? It seemed like perhaps it was a little late that allowed him to get that Mega Meepo off.
At this stage, Lelis just offering that extra bit of save to keep him alive that much longer. I know, of course, all this time, it just means that Gunner and Copy have free reign to just destroy all of the cores, well, the 2 main cores of IG. They're trying to fight on Emo. Of course, going down at the end of it.
It is insane how tanky this Meepo is. This bonus magic resist you have, it's pretty ridiculous. When he's at 46% with 0 items from it. Now look at that. Oh my god. 7,000. Okay, I should have brought that up myself. Yeah, 7,000 damage that he took.
Fly. Look at the Stone Gaze off. The Vortex is off target, and the Stone Gaze will hold back Gunner through the Rolling Thunder.
Little awkward there. Whoopsie by Copy.
Yeah, if he was able to get the correct one with the Vortex, would have held him in range for the Stone Gaze to, sorry, for the Rolling Thunder to connect before the Stone Gaze stopped Gunner.
No Stone Gaze though for the next 60 seconds. You can see IG how defensive that they're playing at the moment. That's probably the smoothest game I've seen from Nouns this tournament. Just very confident with their draft, playing it super nice. Very few mistakes that we've seen so far. The one from Copy at the bottom, probably the biggest one. But yeah, so far looking really good. Copy has Eternal Shroud, so they're so tanky on these cores on the side of Nouns. Very difficult to see how IG brings some of them down.
It's definitely seeming like one of those games that's going to require sort of like a 6-slotted Fly Medusa.
And even then, it's like, is that enough, right?
Emo nearly having the BKB.
Make it more survivable, but do they have damage at this point to deal with these 3 insanely tanky cores? It's going to be the question in the next upcoming fights. And versus Pipe, right? Pipe plus all this tankiness is going to make it so much harder. Gunner also almost has Aghanims, so it's going to make him that much stronger for the next fight too. Zeal.
Look at the opening. Oh, it's a good stop from the boat to hold back Gunner. Zip forward from Copy, wants to get the job done. Has to be careful though, caught by the root. Zeal still alive, there's the overgrowth though. Gunner steps up with the Rolling Thunder. They take down Zeal. Now he looks towards Emo, he's able to get the catch on him before Emo's able to roll away. Another fight where Nouns are just able to walk all over them.
Too tanky. Copy, I love the build. You know, the Eternal Shroud, he even has a Pupil's Gift, just tanking up, absorbs so much of the damage. Allows his team to come in. A 12k lead. They've got firm grasp of this game.
See how much Nouns want to push it.
I'm really shocked that they're not building like so. They're not all in on like trying to buff up the Deuce, so they're just building for themselves on all these, on the supports. The push, it's coming in. Glyph that's forced.
Potential Roshan in 25 seconds. Nouns could look to hold back, see if they get lucky on a short respawn.
They have full control. All these towers have been dropped. Difficult for IG to get out.
It's been a very tough one here for IG.
Yeah, I don't know. This Midas also doesn't feel like it was at Owen. can understand why.
He's got 2 charges as well. Come on, Emo.
I can understand why he wanted to go for this type of greed, but it feels like it's just hurting more than helping at all. Maybe late. I mean, if they end up winning super late or something, then we can give some credit to it. But oi, oi, oi. Crisp game from Nouns.
And probably the only Meepo game they'll get to play today.
Yep.
I imagine that will be a clean ban from IG next game.
Means they get a free ban, right? In a way. He's played it beautifully. The whole team's just been on point with the way they're playing around him.
Yeah, sure. The whole game, right? Starting from the lane, right? Just the fact that they had that setup in which the Zeal on the Visage just couldn't get any kill opportunity early on.
Yeah, and it's clever, like with the tree, right? The leech seed these heals, and then
so much sustain.
It didn't even end up happening where he could have just like gone back to base, poofed one, and reset the positioning of the Meepos and stuff, and they still just dominated the lane super hard. True strike time. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. That exists for Sputterfly. Forgot about that talent.
Or the True Strike nets.
Uh-huh. He's 20. It's super early. I mean, that's terrifying for DOTA. I actually completely forgot that talent existed. Don't see too much Meepos.
I wouldn't put it sort of past Nouns that might have been in their mind when they were doing this, because you're going to know that Flyfly's going to pick the Medusa, right?
That could be true. That's actually a good shout.
It's one of his best. They did not ban it, evidently. So they were like, you know what, we'll run this Meepo against it. Not to say they wouldn't have done the Meepo and not been happy if Flyfly didn't play the Medusa, but it probably was something that came into mind when they picked it.
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, Flyfly looks so fragile now. Jump. Copy. Has a gem.
Well, the Daedalus on Flyfly. So he's got some damage if he can get the chance to deal it with. You see Copy getting jumped at the side. Can they save Copy? They can't.
They cannot.
They get Copy.
Stone Gaze is gone, getting netted in place.
Controlling Flyfly now, he's ready to start moving in. They've got the kisses coming over as well. Flyfly is just getting destroyed. No, he's able to get a good snake off. A lot of mana. Healed up there by Flyfly. He turns, he's able to take out the Meepo. Baboka will fall, but Flyfly surviving.
He's doing it.
Cleaning it up. It's a dieback on Copy. Lelis, he's caught on the retreat here, but the Familiar's dropping down.
What?
What a fight there from IG. Flyfly coming out on top. I mean, that snake, it gave him pretty much half of his mana back. It was a beautiful jump.
They just controlled the Meepo. He didn't get Mega Meepo off even. The stun's coming in.
Uh-oh.
What the?
Look at that damage. Flyfly turning up with the Butterfly Daedalus. They got close, but the mana boosted back up. They couldn't fight through the rest of it, and Flyfly turns and takes him down.
They were kiting him too. Copy tried to go for the Rigo on the buyback too. That is devastating. That was them fighting around the 20 talent too, and it didn't matter. I cannot believe the swing that we just saw.
We'll see this again.
They just got this. I mean, I'm watching Baboka and Emo, how much they were able to do, just that extra control.
I see Flyfly at the start getting contained, and now Yuma, he wants to step up. The snake goes out, bam, back
Look
in.
At the chain stun. The birds,
so much
Baboka.
indeed.
Wow.
They had that AoE control.
Okay. Midas Emo vindicated.
Oh, now it's paying off.
And Flyfly now gets an Aegis. After buying Daedalus, has 4,000 gold. What did we just witness?
What a fight from IG.
That was around the timing too. That net timing. Oh, wow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, that was a bit of a blunder. Full AC now finished for Zeal. He got so many cleanup kills. This Medusa. Is this a full Hex? Yeah, pretty. It's going to be soon finished up onto Flyfly. Make him a lot tankier. I can't believe Copy bought back, too. That killed his entire momentum on the Storm.
Well, they've got Blink on Meepo now, so Yuma will have a bit of a better chance of finding his targets rather than having to just walk in.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like, just to be able to get the initial pop and blow up the DOTA, but now you're playing into Aegis. The entire game plan from Nouns has been kind of destroyed. And now now Copy buys the BKB, but yeah, he saved so much gold in that last fight and just died the dieback. Well, this is why you pick Fly Deuce, I guess. There's still hope for Nouns, but it's definitely looking quite a bit harder into this Aegis.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And there it is, as you say, Hex timing. It's perfect.
Control is key versus the Meepo. Oh, and he does take the snake bounces too. Most people will want the Stone Gaze version, but in this game versus Meepo, definitely see a reason why for those extra bounces.
It's going to give you that better chance of just standing your ground against him with how much mana you're going to get.
They're going high ground with this.
3 minutes with the Aegis. See what Nouns want to do about this.
Creep waves coming in. They're going to go.
See if they can do it quickly. The Boka's going to come up with the AoE stun. Roll forward. They've got the drag back onto Fly. See if they can take him down the once Fly. They can. The first time round, Ema has to back off now with the BKB coming to an end. Can they do it Fly second time?
He's holding Stone Gaze.
He's still pushing on as well onto the tier 3.
That was Rolling Thunder committed. BKB as well from the Storm was used.
Copy.
Gonna go again. Just a poke. They're trying to force this Stone Gaze.
He's taking the tier 3 down, Fly. It's half the mana.
Whoops. Ate the cookie with the swash.
I mean, they're taking the barracks.
Fly is backing up, has to wait for the wave. Their side lanes are also getting pushed out a bit here. Can definitely still see that they can burst Fly. He has to be a little bit careful.
Oh, they're going to try and chase them out onto the map in Nouns.
No BKB for 30 on the Storm. How long on Rolling Thunder? That's the key thing that they need. 10 seconds for Gunnar. Baboka will scout the wall.
Oh, he's getting a lot of information. They'll jump over towards him. Baboka, he'll die for that.
Mega Meepo's online.
And now they're trying to retreat on. Maybe not. Fly stepping up. He's considering trying to take this fight as he'll put the Stone Gaze. And Nouns will kite it out for now.
Oh, this is scary for IG.
That's a good angle from Gunnar. Getting some good bounces with Rolling Thunder. Now they'll collapse it onto Fly. Straight onto the Medusa. Jump forward with the cookie. The mana's gone. The HP's gone. Fly's down. Emo to full as well. Nouns very careful that time round about how they take the fight. They'll also catch Ollie on the retreat. They choose the perfect time to fully engage in that. They know how careful they have to go about choosing how they take the fight, and they do it correct there.
Baboka maybe getting a little ahead of himself. He saw this beautiful stun that he could catch on multiple heroes, but Yuma's able to just Mega Meepo then and just walk in. And they kite that Stone Gaze perfectly. Gunnar just rolls in, forces it. You see they just wait for it to end, and then they just full jump and commit. And that is 40 seconds, no Medusa. They push fast.
And they hit the scan. They knew the seal was up there. They get the jump on him. Everybody dead on IG.
That must have been Laos's call. Yeah, they tip him.
See how much they can get done here now. It's getting the waves pushed in. Coming down the mid.
All three. That was a big turn. Crimson finished up for Gunnar, another 3,000 gold, a full Scotty for the Meepo. Now it's saying, it was just a mistake, that top fight. That was the catapult, Dallas. Why are you killing your catapult? Medusa's back. Yuma.
Focus in with the jump.
He's got Mega Meepo. Yeah,
straight away. Does stop the push for now, though.
But big damage, that swing immediately back to Nouns' favor. And yeah, flurry of items being finished up for them there. If they can, I mean, the biggest thing is really for IG is if they can, it's for Fly in particular, it's holding that Stone Gaze as long as possible, but it's difficult to do so when there's a Rolling Thunder just coming on top of you every time.
Radiant are scanning.
Back up to 13k gold lead for Nouns. I like this for Fly. Yeah, go the BKB. Maybe that was actually the necessary one instead of having the Hex when they're going for that type of siege. Maybe an oversight. Definitely needs this though, this secondary form to protect himself versus the control that they have. But there will be a basher for Gunnar if he wants to commit for it. He's actually switching the build. I think I've seen him switch 3 times. Octarine's queued. Which I can't blame either, because Rolling Thunder does feel like it's their big tool to be able to control that DOTA, so if he gets it more frequency. But they're setting up for this potential kill down here. Fly. It's gonna show.
They're gonna jump straight away. They get him with the grab. He's gonna get forced back to the side. Can they save him? Overgrowth catching onto him as well. The kisses are coming in. Fly's gone.
No buyback.
Emo's got to be careful with the BKB coming to an end soon. He'll get the magnetize off, but has to start stepping away. Gunner rolls on forward, gets the catch onto Ollie. Baboka caught in the trees. Fired forward. Their Fly just flying in on top of them as Lelis sends him in. They're catching Ollie outside of the fountain. He's healing up. They've got the magnetize on them all, but they're surviving easily through this damage, Nouns.
It's doing nothing to them, really. Gunner takes some impetus damage, but they're healing, and now Emo.
Copies back in again. They have to follow up Earthbind control on towards Emo. He's out without buyback. Nouns, they can very much get this push going.
Oh, sorry, dig. Apologies. Creep wave is coming in. 60 seconds, no Emo. 40, no DOTA. This could be it.
It's going to be a lot of damage done at the least.
25 on that Meepo too.
There's 200 gold short of the buyback on Fly. He's going to have to wait out that full death timer. Sweeping around the lanes, bottom to the middle. They'll take 2 sets. They're going to look for the 3rd set as well. Yuma starting to make work onto the tier 3 top.
6,000 HP on Yuma.
What do they got?
Zeal?
There's him with the jump on a Zeal. Gunner's got the Rolling Thunder ready back up. Just making space here for Nouns, for the rest of the team to continue to push on forward. They'll get the fortification out. And Gunner.
Nice TP.
He's out.
Big damage done. Fly needs the BKB desperately to have a chance for that next fight. Just so much control. 100-0, there's no way to protect this DOTA when they do get all of it on top of her.
And it's a BKB and a rapier at this point.
It does feel like that too.
21k down, 2 sets of racks gone.
I mean, now they made one big mistake. So, if there's a couple more of those that comes out, there's small chance, but reestablishing things now. 25 on this Meepo. That much stronger. All right, he's got the BKB. What neutral item also?
Here come Nouns.
Full Ags for copy. More control coming in. Zeal doing a good job at least pushing that top lane with his birds. So we'll be able to prolong the potential here of this last Rax. They're going to smoke up. They want to ideally get some type of initiation themselves. They don't want to let Fly just get fully initiated on.
Radiant are scanning.
Yuma has an arcane rune, or sorry, Copy has an arcane rune for this fight. They saw the shield crash.
Gunner.
He was so ready.
Immediate with that roll up, and now ready to roll in. Now they've got the jump here, Vortex drag back onto the 2 of them. He'll catch the beautiful 2 supports, Copy. As Baboka and Ollie are gone. Going the buyback, they need to try and help out Fly. The kiss is coming in from the side. Straight in onto the Medusa. Fly puts the BKB, but he's out of mana.
He can't stone gaze.
He's got to run. He's trying to get out of there. He gets forced to the side, but Emo falls. No buyback available for him. Copy stays in on top of Fly.
GG.
It's over. GG is called. Nouns take this game 1.
They made one huge mistake in this game, but overall, pretty comfortable around that Yuma Meepo. I mean, Fly didn't even get Stone Gaze off in that last fight. A risky player overall,
sure.
So I feel like we could see some funny stuff happen. And speaking of the Huskar very quickly, he took the facet that I don't think I see anyone take anymore. Or a lot less, in particular. I think almost every game I see people take Incendiary. This one does have a pretty good win rate overall inside pubs as well, but yeah, definitely interesting to see that he chooses that one rather than having Incendiary, which is pretty darn good. So
yeah,
let's see if it pays
I'm looking at I want to look at the percent indeed. This was taken, and it's just 17% pick rate on the sort of high level pro games. But it's the highest win rate, so yeah.
Yeah, but the other Incendiary is crazy strong. It makes you just do so much more damage. Like your damage is quite a lot more limited when you go for this type of build. And I don't know. I guess he really wanted to slow. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
How does this lane go? Is this a lane where Huskar should get to do crazy stuff early on, or does Storm deal pretty well with him?
It should be a pretty good one for the Huskar unless he makes a big mistake. Copy, though, should be more than used to playing versus these type of counter picks, as we've seen a lot of these players have to deal with it, but he almost killed him, too. He went for a cheeky little level 2 Vortex play on Copy. And about holding position in lane is really important for the Storm. It's either like cutting waves kind of in a weird way or just making sure that it's on your high ground is the optimal. So Copy's actually doing a fantastic job. I mean, this is actually super cool little micro play thing that he was doing there. He was holding the wave all the way up there while Emo was bringing the wave behind his tower. So yeah, Copy doing some really cool stuff as Emo taking tower hits, miss uphill.
He's living on the edge.
He is so lucky.
It was calculated.
Instantly tip. Copy's like, dude.
Hey, what do you make of this as well? I don't know if you mentioned, but to talk about the facets, we've got Fly going with the irrationality this game on the Chaos Knight.
Oh. Okay. I'm not sure I feel about that.
Also,
yes.
Because that one is not picked that often at all. Very low pick.
That one, I think. I mean, it's gotten obviously buffed and everything, but your illusions become quite a bit weaker, and they have a Sven. All right, I mean, we'll see if these faster choices end up paying off.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be making up complete nonsense here, but if you don't have Phantasmagoria, the Ench can take your illusions. If you do, she couldn't, or she can still take them anyway.
She couldn't take them before, but now she should. Now she can.
Yeah, if you have the other facet right, the Ench can't take an illusion, but now she can.
Now she can.
Does that matter, or that doesn't matter? Well,
small things always matter, right? But
okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if IG can do it. Very much their own style.
I gotta check a couple things also. I'm checking some numbers on things.
Emo and Copy. Copy, does he win this trade? Oh, has it got enough damage? Not quite.
Oh, the TP.
Emo's going to be fine.
Copy.
And Baboka.
It was a debate. He has 0 mana.
No mana.
Got him.
And Copy just going to play it safe and TP back towards the tier 1 tower rather than have to walk past them all. So far, 18 for 7 against the 12 and 1. So the expected CS advantage here for Emo in this mid matchup.
This is really interesting seeing these faster choices. I mean, yeah, we'll have to see if they do end up picking up. I'm just like reading a couple numbers, things that just, yeah, we'll have to see. I'm kind of worried because of that for the CK, because they have this Sven last pick versus it as well, which is very strong.
And Phantasmagoria, it's just a really good facet, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if it gets lucky with the RNG, right? With this irrationality. Sure. You know, maybe he does indeed get some clutch breaks or disarms or silences.
It's just like that you get, what, 20% extra damage reduction as well on your illusions when you have Phantasmagoria as well, too. It's huge. It's like, it's not just the strong illusions.
And you're also creating more illusions, right? It gives you the chance. Or is that
the innate?
That's the innate. Okay,
yeah, that's fine.
It's just the strong illusions and the less damage that they take.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty relevant when you're playing versus a Sven, right? So, we'll see. I don't want to talk about it the whole time, but yeah. Definitely important. So far, Copy is feeling that pressure, so Emo, good thing he didn't die there. And Zeal Bottom is having a pretty good time. I thought this would be a lane that he could struggle quite a lot since he's got a Nyx Assassin, but not bad so far. Not slowing down the Sven at all, though. And Fly now looking to make the move top. But it's scouted. Teams are getting very good at predicting this movement that comes from Enchantress and the creep. Ollie will get that ward down immediately to watch Fly.
And you like that Yuma went with the Sven then as that last pick this game? This is...
It makes sense versus the CK, and it's a hero that he likes to play, so I'm fine with that. Not too many carries like to play it right now, but hey, I'm happy seeing it. Happy seeing more hero pool for that carry, because I think it was getting quite limited, especially at TI. We'd see the same exact things over and over again. Emo trying to apply as much pressure onto this mid tower. Catapult waves coming in, shoving it.
No doubt about it. Emo's he's going to have that hot start as this Huskar.
Yeah.
The item. The item's going to come out very quick. It's going to be a super fast armlet.
Does have to worry, of course, about the break later on from the Hoodwink. The dive top Sen is turned up.
They're bringing Yuma in. They really want to get Fly. They've got the stun control with the Bushwhack coming in as well. It will get them first blood here now. Same time around the mid. They're diving in, looking for Copy. Ooh, they'll get him. But, you know, they would have liked to try and get that a little sooner so they themselves would have got the first blood. Wasn't to beat. And they lose that top, but they do at least manage to bring Copy down.
Who got the last hit? It was Gunner, okay. Well, Gunner's going to be huge. a free lane that he's been able to farm in, and he gets a first blood. He's going to have an incredibly early Blade Mail, going for the triple bracers too this game.
Is under attack.
He'll be problematic for quite some time.
I think, and this is the thing, right, with the Centaur, especially in the mid-game, in those team fights, the Stampede just allows you to do so much against the Huskar, right? You could choose if you want to just get everybody out there, or just everybody just can collapse in on top of the Huskar.
That's also why I was a bit interested to see that he took the Bloodbath rather than going for the other one, because is that slow even going to do too much of anything? We'll see. But Boca, Invis positioned around this rune. They got the scan on top of him,
He
though,
wants
so
to go
they
for
knew.
this. Yeah.
Gunner might just throw a blind stun.
Oh.
Fly gets
He
it!
does, even though Baboka got the stun out to Gunner first. So Baboka unable to steal the Wisdom Rune and will be going down. So to give that to Gunner as well, continue to bump up his game on the Centaur. Another kill for him. As Emo.
Should have this kill.
And Team is coming in
here, though.
very low. Copy might get a bit of a cleanup. They've got the
here's
4
Yuma.
drag back. Yuma turns up with the God Strength. Emo, he's going to die for that. Copy, can they keep him
heal.
alive with the heals? They've got the Fairy Fire. He's going to be fine. Copy survives.
That's what perhaps if he had the other one, right? The more damage from the spears would have probably been a kill. But
I mean, these sort of deaths, these
are
hurt the
painful.
Huskar, right? When you're kind of just trading your life away, it doesn't feel great. You've got to
Never.
be getting these kills and getting out. If you're also dying, you're losing that momentum that you need as a mid Huskar.
no, he got baited. Honestly, Lelis, a good play there, allowing Copy to get in for these cleanup kills. Copy also does. Wait, did he just miss? He dug on the staircase, so he didn't get a bounty rune. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just something random. But Emo, Armlet.
I'm trying to dive in for this.
tanky.
I mean, they got the bushwhack. Ooh,
Armlet toggle.
he's able to turn it on, and he's able to take down Copy with the help of Ollie. Emo, this time round, surviving off the back of that armlet.
And that could have actually mattered if Copy was able to dig the water rune. He dug on the stair, and it gave him a kobold instead of the guaranteed water rune in the river. So that was kind of, I mean, little random thing, but maybe would have been able to save him with extra mana. Emo, nice toggle.
Yeah, bringing the numbers in around mid as well, IG. They know how important it is to make sure Emo's game goes well. Top lane, does mean the Fly's kind of left vulnerable and on his own. They get the setup under the tower to take him out again. Gunner now on a killing spree.
Radiant's middle
So Copy is struggling, but the CK is having a very tough start in a game that he is playing versus a Sven counter. Yuma, level 8. CK only 6. CK does not farm at the pace of a Sven, especially if the Sven has this type of an advantage. And he's got that counter matchup, so Yuma
Dire's bottom tower has
definitely feeling pretty good as this game will progress if they keep getting this type of slowdown on the CK. Emo has to have some explosive performance, it feels like. And yeah, look at Copy. Look what he digs.
I mean, 100% right. I mean,
Like, if he
it
has a
looked
water
like he
rune-
was digging in the
I
river.
know. Like, imagine he has the water rune, then he potentially has more mana, and maybe, I mean, these things matter.
Well, let's see, because
This is kind of...
he would have had, what, the cooldown ready if he had
would've
that
had
bit of
water
extra
rune.
mana to get another Vortex out, or sorry, another Remnant. It was still on cooldown. So
Yeah.
even if he had more mana, oh, you said it might be able to zip once more.
Well, maybe a little zip play. Yeah.
Maybe
I
a
mean,
little zip, but maybe.
It happens. Happens to the
maybe.
best of them. But Boca is still level 6. They're looking to pressure this tower. I want to see them playing around Emo. I want to see Boca just continuously sitting around Emo to make sure he doesn't just get popped when he does drop low. And yeah, they want to be the dictators of the pace. Roche, it's going to make its way bottom. They can set up for this one soon on the Husk. Yeah, this Centaur, though, massive. Gunner is going to be a big problem for them. Same thing for the Sven. Copy, though, is very poor.
Yeah, that is true. He is down in the realms of the supports as this Storm Spirit.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He can recover, though, with how good the other two are having a time. And there's not... I mean, the Nyx stun is the biggest problem for him, but the other ones he can play around pretty nicely. So as the game does progress, it gets a little bit better for that stone, of course, since the lane is the biggest problem. Roche, as we said, the option for IG.
There won't be any moves from Nouns to do anything about this one. As this, unless he messes up. Emo.
The bashes.
Nah, he's got it. Zeal's going to tank just a little bit, just in case, to make sure that Emo doesn't get caught out.
We can't look away. We can't look away.
You know, you never know. You never know.
Let's see how much pressure they can apply with this too. Emo, where's he gonna go? They're smoking up. Boca looking for a target.
I mean, they'd like to find Gunner.
He's very tanky. He actually used the blade mill while farming.
Oh.
So he won't have it when they go on him to turn that damage around.
Stampede out. They get the stun. And they'll get him. And at a good time as well. He was very close to having the gold for that blink dagger. Actually gets set back a little bit from that now.
Perfect timing. Blink also finished up for Zeal now. So they have that initiation that can come from the back, and this could chain control something like a Storm. So they will have follow-up now for the Knicks. But Yuma, getting that much more than the CK, a 1,600 difference between the two. He's going to be hitting these timings very early if he wants to get involved. Echo Saber is pretty much done after that Mask of Madness. And he's got stacks. He definitely does have those Ancients ready for him.
Let's see how aggressive they want to play with this blink.
Gunner has his too, so did pick it up now. Could see a clash from both sides.
Emo.
Emo.
Dire's middle tower is under
He's fine.
It's fine. I'm going to smoke it with the two of them, see if they can get a kill with the jump stun on the sharpshooter follow-up.
He's got an armlet. See if it's enough
They
to
could
save
probably
him.
burst him if they catch him. Who stomp? Into the vortex, the bushwhack, the sharpshooter, it's enough.
He's down.
Only just, but it is enough.
Dire's
Slowing down that CK more and more while Yuma just continues to be able to accelerate. Yes, you're playing versus Huskar who's farming, but Huskar cannot do it on his own when he's playing versus this type of lineup. They need to start helping Fly a little more.
That's the thing is, well, you know, sure Emo's got this Aegis, but it's not like he's ahead. He's the same
network.
level as both, you know, in terms of farmers.
Yeah.
The Sven and the Centaur. So not an easy game for Emo to kind of steamroll the opponent.
No, and he is playing versus that sharpshooter at the end of the day too, so that break will cause some issues if he's not careful. They're going to smoke. They're going to look to get Fly involved. Doesn't look like he wants to just sit back and try to farm since he can't match that pace of the Sven. And they've got that blink on Zeal from earlier, so let's see what they can find. How much longer on Age is still 2 minutes.
radiant are
They're stalking copy.
Is he going to sense that something's up?
He's caught. Expensive, though. And that's like this.
Or
They
Emo.
won't have Rolling Thunder for the fight now.
I mean, they still look to find some more action because Emo grabs the amplified damage rune. Emo.
Get those stacks.
Yeah, continuing to just stay ahead of the game on the Sven.
Yeah, my biggest concern really is for Fly. So we'll see how he can get more space and if he can try to accelerate. But with Rolling Thunder on cooldown, they can't look to make an aggressive play or invade, really. I'm seeing Nouns look very relaxed.
Yeah, I think, you know, with the farm that they're getting and the fact that IG's not doing that much around Emo's Aegis.
And Yuma's not getting touched at all. He's level 14. CK is level 10, Owen. Massive disparity.
He's absolutely just going to clean through the CK and his illusions.
He's going to be a big issue, especially because he's going to have BKB so early on. Then it's going to be the answer versus the Pango versus the Phoenix. IG. Can they accelerate things? I guess it's when Emo has BKB that they'll try to a little bit more. But it does feel difficult for them to like push this into another like good objective. Everyone on Nouns is just hitting creeps. Even Fly doesn't look like he doesn't even want to make moves. He's literally just stacking jungle as an Enchantress and farming it. Lelis even pulling the wave back. I love when I see teams do this, so that there's not that farm on the top side or on the on the safe lane. You just keep repositioning the lane.
is under attack.
Might get caught though. Boca.
Yuma is here as well if anything goes down.
Yeah, Zeal actually might be the one getting gone on here. Gunner, nice blink. Good timing to not get caught too. Their Aegis is getting reclaimed, but the BKB is coming out from Emo. So they could look to attach and make an aggressive move. Yuma just popping God Strength to farm. Yeah, they're just hitting creep zone. Nouns telling it, yeah, IG, the onus is on you to make plays this game.
It really is. IG's got to do something soon. Here comes the smoke.
They have BKB on Emo. Let's see what he gets. Let's see how hard they can look to pressure, and let's see if they can find Yuma.
I mean, Fly knows that something's up. And maybe they'll get Fly, but not something that Nouns are going to be bothered about one bit.
Nope. It's that 5 position. Can they force tower? Probably needing to. Nouns, though, fully split up. They can take out mid tower. I guess the creeps will probably finish that one off. Gunner, yeah, they're all just farming. So Emo looking to accelerate, trying to hit tier 2. There is a glyph available.
Now, the tier 2 would be nice, but ideally at this point, no, IG, they've got to be getting even more than just one tier 2 around this Huskar, the BKB armlet timing.
Feels like Emo cannot make a single mistake this game. I feel like one mistake could just be the end. Can he finish off the
He's losing the fight against the tower here.
The creeps are coming in, they'll finish it. Gunner, they found Zeal.
Immediate burst there with the sharpshooter. Now everyone's provoking. They've got the Vortex to control him, the Stampede to chase on forward. He's down to the low ground with the Vendetta, but the dust and the final few hits from Copy takes him
uh-oh, Fly.
out. I mean,
can he get out?
Gunner.
Yuma could
still find the stun. He's closing in. He's got the God Strength. I mean, Fly's going to go for the TP out. Anything to stop him? No. He'll escape back to the fountain.
That was a heads-up TP. But losing momentum, losing 2 heroes back-to-back as that Sven shows up. He showed his BKB. He's showing how strong he is. Level 16. Continue to get that growth. For IG, I feel like the next biggest thing really for them is getting that second Roche and pretty much just attempting a forced high ground or something like that. It's not easy by any means, and the net worth is starting to swing toward Nouns with the way that they're just split up farming. Gunner pretty much has pipe. Massive Centaur in comparison to Zeal, who is building toward it, but it's going to take much longer. Yeah, it feels very chill for Nouns, but it feels very comfortable.
I mean, the timer that IG's on, it's definitely running down.
It's ticking. How long is this Roche spawn going to be? It's a quick one. I feel like that does benefit IG a little bit here. But I feel like Nouns can fight around the Roshan. They should be pretty aware about that Roshan soon. Zemo.
He's been found. Was trying to TP out, but it was underneath the ward. They get the jump on him. Be able to put the BKB on the toggle as well to try and retreat.
Nice toggles.
He'll be able to get away with that BKB charge, and that's going to get another jump. He's not able to get past Baboka. Baboka keeps the area covered.
Baboka gives his life for his buddy.
Having to BKB and run like that, though, is not going to feel good for Emo.
Feels really grim. 70 seconds now where they can't fight. Yuma probably can just push this tier 2 or look for another catch. It's needed. I mean, Baboka had to give his life, otherwise Emo does die. And game plan for Nouns, even though 9-6, it's slow, but that's what you want to do. Slow and methodical with this type of draft versus a Huskar.
Radiant are scanning.
And Rosh it's up. So, IG feels like go time toward that Roshan. God Strength will be on cooldown.
Yeah, they might get away with sneaking it.
Yuma still hits hard even without it, though.
Yeah, he is that farmed.
Oh, copy. He's found Zeal's actually at a Rolling Thunder. So if the fight kicks off around Roche, he will not have that.
I mean, it looks like they're going to try and enter into the pit.
They're going to go for Gunner here.
He's got Stampede.
Got it, Pike. And Blade Mail.
He's pretty tanky.
Nice Yules.
And he's able to get the blink off. But the barrier's in play. And he walks it off easily. Not even close, really. Still at about 1,000 HP or so.
Nice attempt there with the AVULUS too. They're setting up though for that Roche, putting the wards down as well. I mean, they have to.
They got to try this risk. Just get in there with Emo and try and take the Roche.
Yep, swing all
Hope
5
that
heroes.
they don't come over.
5,000 gold lead on the Sven over the CK. No BKB for Fly. They're gonna smoke. They want this fight. They've got timings. And
Can they
damage
get
on
there
the
in
Storm.
time?
Doesn't die the fastest.
It isn't that quick, indeed. They might be able to get it before he finishes it.
I think so, Owen. Uh-oh.
They go straight at the pit.
And God Strength's up. Yuma is level 18. IG, can you work some type of magic
They're
here?
speeding
They've
it
got
up
the
here,
scan.
IG. They know the Fly's in the trees. They found the CK. The space is there for Emo to get the Aegis. But
They
now
got
IG,
TP out.
they've just got to escape. They've got to get out of there. But Boka's going to get caught by the Hoof Stomp, up by the Twin Gate. The rest of them will escape successfully. But Boka, he will tick out.
Well, they got the Roche. The one good thing, but they lose their CK immediately. He's getting no item progression. It's going to be Huskar versus the world, it feels. And they have answers.
Yeah, they really do. It's at a stage where Huskar, in the midst of a fight, is... yeah, it's very easy to kill him. They can kill the Huskar. That is not a problem. Not the position you want to be in when you're running this Huskar lineup.
I think it's respawn and probably fight with at least the 4 heroes with the Huskar Aegis, but Fly needs to be able to get some time and farm, at least finish up his Blink Dagger, if that's the route that he wants to go. He feels like he needs a lot still, though. See how much they can get accomplished. It feels like they need to get the world done with this Aegis. Okay, there's the blink. Level 13 CK, level 20 Sven continues to just be that enormous disparity.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. There we go. Smoke time, as you say. What can they find? Fly is not really what they want, but it's what they're going to try and go for. The pushback comes out in return, though. They just turn and kill off Boka. The Supernova's there. Nouns will kite it out for now. Is he going to get dragged back into it? But still so tanky on the center. Finally falls. And Yuma moves in, takes out the Aegis away from Emo. Now turns back over towards Seal. They have to run now. Yuma, he's chasing them. Dolly tries to dive away, but Fly will find him with the final impetuses. Nouns chasing out Emo and Fly. Emo pots the BKB. Get the stun on towards the Sven as Emo will at least be able to TP out with the remainder of the BKB, and Fly will get to run.
It's a disaster, Owen. They get the Centaur, but they lose so much out of it. They're not winning any fights. And Fly just is not getting any growth at all. The Halberd was nice, did disarm that Sen for a couple seconds there, but immediately right afterwards, you just see it really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Right now, they're playing it very relaxed, and it's working.
Yeah, from what we saw from them from last game, and now seeing what they've been able to do so far in this one, it's just very hard to see them slipping up this sort of a lead in this particular scenario.
With this type of draft as well, too, like this is one that it just scales very hard, and you're versus a Huskar that is on a very limited timer, and a CK who's just got absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and it feels like the Huskar's time, Emo, it's already ended.
It's ended,
like,
absolutely. That second Roche, I feel like that had to be them just like dominating and like literally just winning the game. I'm wondering what the insurance policy kind of is there for IG, but it just doesn't feel like it's there with that CK being so poor. And Copy, he's back. He's got his BKB finished, so should have a lot more liberty to just jump in the fights. He only died 3 times, too.
Yeah.
All things considered, not the worst when he was playing versus a Huskar in lane.
And if he's able to clean up some kills in like the next team fight, he's pretty much going to be caught back up with Emo's farm.
Yep. Now Nouns, they're going to be the ones looking for these fights. A full Harpoon, finished up on Yuma, and a small crit. So ramped up a lot even from that last fight.
Ollie. They'll find the Phoenix first.
Very dead.
It's a painful one here for IG.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Very much running out of options as Nouns are just playing it cool. They know how strong of a grip they have on the game at this point.
Definition of cool, calm, and collected.
Very little pressure on Nouns right now with the lead they have.
It's under attack. Dyer's
Top, Zeal.
He's not going to get the Rolling Thunder off immediately. He'll get it off now.
He could just TP, actually.
Still just having to run away from Nouns each and every time. All of the players of IG.
So I guess the other thing that what they have to do, I guess, is wait for Fly to get BK. I don't know. I don't know, Owen. I'm grasping at straws for IG. There was that big blunder last game from Nouns, but this one is going to require a lot more than that. Mid, Ollie.
And he's going to pop the egg just to live.
I think he just walked from it. Not even popping the Stampede. I think they're going to go high ground. Yuma, he's got God Strength.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Gunner's just tanking the tower. Those creeps are still alive, but Boca has to try to clear them out.
BKB got strength straight away. He's ready to fight. They just turn
Deleted.
it onto Fly. He's gone. 50 seconds, no CK. As Nouns onto the mid barracks here, 27 minutes in. It's been a very good looking series for them here today against IG. You know, we've had some sort of one-sided games, but as sort of overall series goes, this is definitely one of the ones where it's been very sure who's going to come out on top. As J jumps in again for Gunner, gets the catch on Boca. Emo's going to try and fight back. He's going to get caught by the stun. Emo trying to toggle his way out of there with the armlet. He's surviving a long time.
But
it's not enough. He's dead. He does have to buy back, but what does it matter at this point? As Nouns clean up IG completely.
5 for 0. They try to make the aggressive move on Yuma, but Gunner just slaps it down in their face with the aggressive jump. And tier 4s, they're gonna attempt to hold them off.
IG, what do they got? One final fight here, maybe. Around the buybacks. The tier 4s are going down. They'll back off for the Zeal buyback.
18k gold lead. Back up, reset, pick up those next few items. I believe the data list was just delivered here for Yuma, level 23. 23,000 net worth too. He's matching his level in that gold.
It's been a great series for Yuma.
Yeah.
Game 1 on the Meepo, and then this game 2 very much showing off what he can do when he gets the space to farm here on his Sven. It's I don't think it's possible to be higher net worth really in the space that he's been given. It's perfect farming. Perfect involvement as well.
He got to play his probably two of his most comfortable carry heroes in very, very good matchups.
Yeah.
And he's gotten pretty much free control of this game. High fives coming out. Smiles around for Nouns.
Radiant are scanning.
Still yet to take the tier 1 tower bottom.
This is true.
Now, one thing, 30 minutes coming up, IG's been able to hold on to that.
He's got BKB. And he's actually just turning. Gunner.
And he's just playing around with him. I mean, he should die here. They've got the whole team coming down for him.
Okay, Gunner. Gives him a little bit of something there.
Why did he stop the TP?
I don't know.
There was nothing was going to interrupt
nothing
him,
was going to stop. He just stopped it himself. He probably thought that he could maybe play out of it or his team would connect or something, but anyway, gives a kill.
Connect, they're on the other side of the map.
I know. I'm just, you know, like, who knows why he wouldn't. Fly. Lelis does see the CK. All right, Gunner giving them a little bit of a freebie, but overall game state.
Oh wait, am I correct?
Changes.
No wait, Roshan was dead. I was going to say it was at the time that Roshan was going to be coming through the twin gate. So
no, I was checking Zeal and Bash or anything too.
No, there's nothing. Okay.
Yuma might get level. They might just be able to get him like level 25 before anything too. Might be one of the faster 25s we see coming out in this tournament. I think we had one at 30-something minutes from a Razor. But Boca set up.
That's the opening, but not really the one they want to go for.
No, he's got Vindicator's X too, so even stronger. Set up for the Roche. It's a bit of a long spawn. But Nouns fully ready for the fight.
Copies in. He's caught with the silence, but then the follow-up stun. Be able to throw him up in the air for now. There's the Supernova. Emo jumps back in on towards Yuma. Yuma is going to get stampeded out here as the rest of Nouns are able to back up and reset. Gunner still trying to get in on top of Emo. Number who don't connect. Copy makes the jump onto Wally. They take out the Phoenix. Yuma's coming in for the side, and 2 man's done into the cleave damage coming in from Yuma as he cuts down a couple of them, turns towards Fly as to pop the BKB. They're putting everything they have into this fight, IG. Trying to step back up, but Yuma's still got the God Strength going. They make the jump forward to Emo. The pushback won't actually catch onto Emo. The tree's cleared out.
They're putting him in the air again.
They're lighting Yuma up. Never step up, going to hold him back. But the impetus is flying the way of Emo. Emo trying to run.
That's it.
He's done. Out for 90. That was the dieback on the Huskar. As Nouns can bring in the bottom lane.
Yuma
Take that step closer towards the GG.
Yeah, they're just way too far ahead, even with all these extra lives. That actually looked like a little, if they weren't so far behind, that fight actually looks kind of okay because of the positioning, but now it's just too big. They're able to just reset, go back in. Yuma, 25. Another item coming in, and yeah, 60 seconds, no Huskar. This is the end.
Yeah, they know that they can look to close this up, Nouns. Grabbing Boboka. Another one down without buyback, and onto the tier 4s. As Nouns, a great couple of games of Dota 2, a great couple of drafts as well. They have very much looked a step ahead of IG today.
Yeah, and they're tipping copy. They're like, you know what? You endured the pressure of the worst case in this game.
Huskar,
all of us had fun. You didn't have the most fun in this game. The final go. No Huskar, no Nyx.
I give it one final try here, IG, to hold them off. They get the catch on towards Yuma, but Yuma's just ready to turn with the God Strength. Fly dead once more. GG is called. Nouns will take the series 2-0.
Very crisp. They were so comfortable with this draft, you could tell.